Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's gonna be a little sit down moment with me. I'm going to be reading some Reiki cards and some Moonology cards. I thought it would be a little fun sit down video for you guys, you guys peeking into some daily things that I like to do. And also I'm going to attempt to play a singing bowl, and it's just going to be a little short video, just you vibing out with me and I'm vibing out with you guys. I have these singing bowls. I got it on Etsy, so we are going to start with this one just to bring in some positive energy. It sounds so beautiful. I do want to do some breathing exercises with you. I will guide you through this breathing exercise. It's just going to be breathing in and breathing out. I want you to think about something good that happened today. And if you can't find anything good that happened today, just think of one reason that you are grateful, and keep that in your mind while we do this breathing exercise. So let's get started. So breathe in for 3, and then breathe out for 5. Now last one, we're gonna breathe in for 3. Now breathe out for 5. And now you can breathe however you would like to. And remember to think of the reason why you're grateful. Remember the reason why you had a happy experience today. I'm going to get started reading the Moonology Oracle deck. I got it on Amazon, and I'm actually new to this Oracle deck. I got it last week, but I'm really excited by the graphics on these cards. They're really cool. They have really cool pictures of the moon. So I'm going to read 2 cards from each deck. Whichever card you feel more inclined to, I will put a timestamp in the description below. And yes, let's get started. Okay, so I have these 2 cards. I will read the one that's on my right first, and then I will read the one that is on my left second. For the first card, it is this one. It is Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon. According to the Moonology instruction book, hold your vision, fixed moon. There are 2 main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation is that something is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you are asking about. If that is the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events can move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great. Because if you really want to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. With 2 interpretations for this card, it is up to you to decide what is going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. When you are attuning to the moon, yes, just say the word a lot and see how it is. I think what this card is saying, according to the book, is that you are feeling stuck, or there's like a wall that's in front of you and you don't know how to get through it. And the only way to get through it is by saying yes and being determined for the things that you want in life. So I think you should aspire for the things that you want and say yes, and be confident in your voice with saying yes. And then for the second card, we have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. There is a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, or moving into a house. If you are hoping to move forward with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it is time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that is something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring you your desires. Make sure you put your family first when you attune to the moon. I think what this card is saying is that you need to put more energy into your family. And once you do put your energy into your family, you become safe, or you feel safe. And family members doesn't necessarily mean actual family members. It can mean close friends or close, relatives. Once they surround you, you start to feel safe and comfortable. So I think you should do whatever your heart tells you to do. So that was it with the Moonology cards. Now we're going to go in with the Reiki. And also, I just wanted to let you know that I'm new at doing cards for people, especially for you guys. But I'm very interested in it, so I'm just practicing with you guys. So don't take this all serious. This is just me practicing. And if it does resonate with you, kudos to you. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the Reiki Oracle deck. And actually, this is one of my favorite Oracle decks because it's my first Oracle deck that I got, I believe it was this year. Okay, so we have two cards. The first one is the one that's on my right, and the second one is the one that's on my left. For the first card, it is lack of faith. So for the first card, lack of faith, the Funishko card represents lack of faith. Faith is the confident belief in the truth, value, or trustworthiness of a person, idea, or thing. Faith is belief that does not rest on logical proof or material evidence. It is based upon the interpretation of the intangible instead of the physically tangible. Faith can build confidence in self and others. Faith can also be adherence to any obligation of loyalty to a person, organization, or idea. Faith is a development of pathways through doubt. The source of our lack of faith is our excessive conceit. When we think more of ourselves than our Creator, or rely more on our conscious mind than our higher conscious, lack of faith makes people afraid of meeting challenges in life. We must have faith in what we can do rather than in what cannot be done. So I think this card is obviously speaking for itself with lack of faith, but I feel like what this card is saying to me personally, and maybe this resonates with you, is that you need faith in order to proceed and take action and succeed in your life. So having lack of faith or being pessimistic about certain situations isn't going to take you anywhere. It's honestly just going to bring you down. So just believe in yourself, and yeah, I really like this card because it's basically saying like you need to just believe in yourself. So for the second card, we have this one, which is friend. Okay, so for friend, it says the Tamarachi card represents a person who has a close friendship with the inquirer. This can be one person or several people depending on the nature of the reading. It could represent someone in the inquirer's workplace, his social network, or his neighborhood. Being a friend involves caring, listening, sharing, learning, and growing with your friend. True friends never judge and will always be there to cheer you on or to pick you up when you fall. Life hands all of us many challenges. Life hands all of us many changes, but strong friendships adjust and grow. If your friendship is superficial, you'll probably find it to be temporary. And again, I think this card speaks for itself. I think friendship is very important, especially, with helping one another, with growing with one another, and learning how to communicate with one another because you guys are all different people. So, friendships are very important because they're foundations on how to build a good relationship. So, I think this card is telling you that you should reach out to your friends or that maybe you need some new friends to bounce thoughts off of. My boyfriend wanted to join in today on this oracle card reading, so here he is.
Hi, you guys. Don't mind me. I know I look a little scraggly, but it's just life, and I'm only human, and I work hard, so sometimes I don't look the best, but it's okay because we're all still beautiful every day, right?
Yep, we are beautiful.
I'm my most natural self. I really don't. I mean, I care how people think about me, but past me, how I treat people, me as an individual, I don't care what people think about me because I love myself and that's all that matters. And the people that I love me.
Well, before we start, since this is a impromptu, is that the word? Impromptu video,
I don't know what that means.
like it's a random video, you
Oh.
coming along. Yeah, so since this is an impromptu video, what thoughts do you have for people? What do you think people should know as far as, I don't know, what we're doing?
What do you mean what we're doing?
Like these decks, like oracle decks. Like what do you
Oh, I mean, I think I think we're both I think we both have our own purposes for reading these cards. I love Reiki cards. They've actually helped me a lot. And then Lachey did get some new oracle cards. Um, they're what about the moon, right? Moon sign? Is it moon sign? No.
like
Moon.
moon and signs?
Yeah. These Moonology cards. These are cool. We've only done them once, so I don't. My energy is not really a part of those yet. But these, I recommend anybody go get these if you can get your hands on them. They're very, how do I say it? I think it's a good start for anyone who has just began reading cards, and I mean they do go into depth on things, but they're very relatable, and the guide and the yeah, the guide that tells you what each card means, it's really helpful. And I think whether you're looking for something you need to work on, or whether it's a positive or negative in your perspective, it does really give you an insight into what you need to do. I love these. I think all of my energy is in these.
And then also to piggyback on what he said, with oracle cards, it's more like generalized information rather than like detailed information. So with cards, it's more, I guess oracle cards are more lighthearted in my opinion. I feel like the energy is overall positive with oracle cards.
I feel like with Reiki cards, anybody can like start off with them. Like anybody, you don't even necessarily have to be a spiritual person. We've done these with my parents, and they're not they're not spiritual really at all. They have great energy, but they're not like into this type of stuff.
Not religious or spiritual.
We're not religious either, but yeah, in terms of a spirit religion, they like have no parts in that. So, but we did them with them one night, and even them, they had some connections to it. So I really feel like anybody can do these.
So he's going to read. Okay, so I guess this is the impromptu reading of mine.
So usually, I mean, I feel like in order to put your energy into it, I feel like the dealer should like work some positive energy into it, you know? Not like, oh, I want this card for the other person, but just, you know, positive, balanced energy. And I usually like when I pick cards for Lachey, I like to shuffle. Obviously, I don't want her to see them, but I like to shuffle them not too many times, but a number of times. And you could call it a placebo effect, but I do go off of how my energy feels and how my intuition feels. Intuition is one of my favorite words. It's actually helped me a lot recently. A lot of the cards and things I've been reading about has been telling me to follow my intuition, and I have, and it's never been in a selfish way, so I think that's cool. But yeah, so just shuffle them. I don't try to look at them. I don't let Lachey look at them. Oop, 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 oop.
We're also like newbies as well at this. We started reading.
Reiki cards we've been doing for a while.
Has it been like a year?
Yeah, and I feel like we've done them enough to explain them to anyone who hasn't done them. So these we're trained with.
And I personally, like I told them earlier, like the Reiki cards, I really like those cards. Like they're my favorite Oracle deck.
If you guys do ever read these type of cards, I mean, there's different like types of quality of cards in terms of how they feel. Um, a big part of them is shuffling them at the beginning. Don't shuffle them like a deck of cards. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm like literally just grabbing, you know, groups of cards and sliding them. And the reason I say that is because if you bend the cards, like over time, you're probably gonna know which card you're touching based on how it feels, and you don't want that. So after I'm done shuffling, I like to ask Lachey if she would like me to give her a spread, or does she want me to pick? Or does she want me to pick? Does she want me to pick her card from the deck in terms of her favorite number?
You already know my favorite number. I got Otoko male.
The Otoko card, male, represents male energy. The Otoko card also represents the physical body of the inquirer. If the inquirer is male, wait, I'm sorry. The Otoko card also represents the physical body of the inquirer if that inquirer is male. If the inquirer is Ona, which is female, the Otoko card represents the most important male energy in her life, but not a child. Or it could represent her expression of male energy. Otoko can also represent male energy such as change, movement, strength, chaos, and all the things related to male energy. In addition to representing male energy, the Otoko card can represent a decision-making role, self-assertion, taking charge of a given situation, and the role of giving ourselves permission to make choices. What do you take from that?
What I'm interpreting it as for myself is that um that I need to be more confident in my choices and my decisions and have like male energy throughout my choices because I think oftentimes, specifically as a woman, sometimes we double back and we ask other people questions and for permission to do things or to feel a certain type of way. So I think what this card is just saying, like, I just need to be confident within myself and my intuition.
Yeah, I think that card does resonate with Lachey. She does need to have more of intuition. I've actually been telling her that, like, she needs to just stick with what she wants to do and stop worrying about the outside outside thoughts, outside energies, contradicting thoughts, contradicting energies. She's a very nice and open person, which is wonderful, but sometimes it can sometimes it can prevent her from doing the things that she needs to do for herself. She does everything and beyond for other people, but she does need to do more for herself and just kind of regain the focus that she wants. So I think that card is good for her.
Yes, being more self-assertive.
And she also does have like, she has characteristics of like male energy. She's a very strong, independent person. She's I say she's protective. You know, men are known to be nurturing. You know, good men. She she's a very nurturing person, and I mean, I could depend on her. I mean, wouldn't make her fight anyone for me, but her words are strong. When she talks, she means what she means. So yeah, she pulls characteristics from both Toko and Ona.
Thank you, babe. Well, that was it for the reading. Thank you guys again.
Dang, she didn't even want me to.
Okay, so we are going to read for Richard.
I'm very interested to see what card I get. I think these cards are good for giving me like new insight, or telling me to take a step back, and so I'm interested. I even pulled a Reiki card for our bunny princess, and it's she's a diva, hence her name, Princess. She's not very sociable. I mean, she can be with us, but she's a sweetheart. But she's independent. She doesn't really like people to intervene into what she's doing. So when I pulled her card, it was literally a card about ego and about how basically the way she operates is to get what she wants. And it's so true.
It is true.
And she actually, I did a spread for her. I mean, I know she's only a bunny, so don't freaking like be freaked out. But I did a spread for her, the whole deck, and she did like really like sniff the card that I chose for her.
It was funny. This is your card.
Praying. I'm not religious, but let's see. Maybe I need to do some.
Maybe since you were talking about religion, it was like, okay, let me just.
Hopefully, it's not like, but we'll see.
You never had that card. Right?
And I've never had this card, so you guys are also seeing it for the first time with both of us, actually.
I never had that card either. Okay. The Gaswell card represents prayer. Prayer is spiritual energy, and prayer can heal. Prayer has power to the degree it is spoken with gratitude, love, and purity. Pray in a grateful manner. Thank you, Divine Creator, for my new job, new love, miracle healing, as if it is done. However, if our prayers are not answered in the manner in which we want, we have to trust the divine that these experiences are simply meant to be as they are, the times when there are lessons within the adversity to be learned or a different outcome is necessary. We may not always understand the whys until much later. Prayers can be answered on a whisper if the prayer intention is attached to the prayer. Prayer would assist in manifesting the inquirer's goals.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of what I do. I always tell Shay I'm taking it day by day. I'm not a very, how do I say it? I'm not pressed about the process of life. Like I'm a very patient person, and Lachey knows this because she's very sporadic and spontaneous, which is I think is cool because it's a balance. But I'm very patient, and I'm very good at just going through the motion with things. So yeah, I don't I don't literally pray at night, but that card does manifest because I mean I did get a new full time job. I'm going through ups and downs, but I'm not losing myself through it. And I think when it talks about prayers, I think my version of a prayer is talking to myself, which also connects to what? Self intuition, which I mentioned, and my higher self. So
you're talking to your higher self, so that's kind of like a prayer.
Yeah, intuition has literally just been floating around me for the longest time. I was born in February. My birthstone is amethyst. Amethyst talks about intuition a lot, so I think I literally will probably get that word tattooed on me. It's a very powerful word, and it brings me sanity. And like I said, it's not selfishness because I'm also a big hearted person. I do things for people that I shouldn't. I give people time that I shouldn't. But I mean, I think even those times where maybe I'm not giving myself the full attention, I think it's just all part of the process. I'm not alone in it. There's other people in the world, and it's like they say. What do they say? It takes a village to raise someone.
A child.
It takes a village to raise anyone, not just a child, but it's a process. I have to go through it day by day, and I have to take what comes, and take it with a soft pillow. No one ever wants a hard landing, so don't be how do I say it, ignorant or stubborn.
There we go.
Just don't be stubborn in terms of the energies that are face front, like in front of you. I mean, at the same time, don't take everything too literal. Like, not everything is a sign.
I feel like you take things with a grain of salt.
Yeah, but like you really have to feel some effect in your body when you feel like that whole saying like a cloud is over me. When you feel that, like actually like pay attention to it and like try to figure out why you're feeling that way. And because I mean, I've done it, and there's been a lot of times where there's like a spiritual or whatever cloud over me, a dark cloud, and I'll think about it. I'll talk to Lishae. I'll pull a Reiki card. Sometimes I won't pull. I'll just think for the day, stay to myself, and I'll figure out that a lot of times I could be overthinking. She'll talk to me about it. I'll lay it out. This is why I'm feeling this way. This is why I'm feeling this way, and then it's like, you know what? It's normal. You don't like the way you feel, but it's normal. You should be thankful to feel pains, sometimes mental pains, stresses, because who wants to only be happy? If you were only happy every day, you wouldn't know how to relate to other energies or other people.
But also, I think that like with emotions, like you have to feel certain emotions, or you have to feel all emotions, because all those emotions are like life lessons. There's a reason why you feel that way.
Yeah. I think if you ask either one of us, we would not take any of those experiences back, even the bad ones, because I mean, the way I think is if I didn't have that experience, I probably wouldn't know how to maneuver through it if it happened now, so.
And then also, everything is supposed to happen for a reason. So if you don't go through the thing, like for example, like there's a past experience that was really shitty, like you had to go through that in order to be the person that you are today.
Even if you're watching this video and you do not want to get into cards, find something to do for yourself that will give you that same energy that we feel from these cards. And it could be anything, like daily mantras. Wake up in the morning. I do it to myself. Go look in the mirror and tell you, like, I don't know. There's probably a whole bunch of people who see this video who've never done this, or they've done it, but they don't really pay attention to it. Go to the mirror, turn the lights on.
Yeah, don't be in the dark.
Yeah, turn the lights on and tell yourself that you love yourself. But like, look yourself in the eyes.
Be like, I love you.
Yeah, and point at yourself, and say 3 things that you've been doing good. Whatever allows you to have that good balanced energy, get you through your day. Don't do drugs. Don't. I'm not saying do anything, but do something healthy, natural for your body. Talk to yourself more. I think a lot of people think it's weird to talk to yourself, but shoot, I'm not gonna cuss, but oh man, that has helped me a lot.
Me too.
Talking to myself,
your higher self. It's important to fill your cup.
Yeah, but don't overfill your cup.
I always say overfill your cup.
I mean, but that can mean like different things. Like mentally, don't overfill your cup.
No, not
like
mentally.
You need to fucking you need to empty your cup mentally.
I'm saying as far as like loving yourself and giving yourself that
Oh
energy.
yeah, being selfish towards yourself, yeah. Fill it up. Go get a big cup from 7-Eleven or AM. What is
Go
it?
get some chips.
You know what I'm talking about, the big cups. Go get one of those. But now when you talk about like the mental space and things that you do need to discuss with other people, you can't hold everything in. Empty your cup out sometimes. You can't keep the same water in the cup. It's gonna get nasty. So you gotta refill it, you know, and sometimes guess what? There might not be enough water at times, but that's okay. And that's the whole point, is that don't when things aren't completely full or completely the way you want it to be, or they don't make you 100% happy, take that and figure out how to use it as a tool. That's what I've done, and I think anybody can do it. She's done it. I'm very proud of her. She's done a lot of things for herself, in terms of like traveling. I'm sure you guys have seen her videos. Take life day by day. Enjoy your life.
Love yourself.
If you're young, stay young until you don't need to be young no more. Don't rush things. You don't have to do what we're doing.
You don't have to follow the same plan as anybody else.
You can go work at the gas station and be a clerk.
And
you
if
could
that
be
makes you
a
happy,
bus driver. I'll have
do
the
it.
same respect for you, but just be happy with what you do, because there's people out here who are billionaires, have the most wanted jobs or wanted positions in their life, and they're not the happiest people, and they don't treat people the best. And that's both sides, up on the ladder and down on the social ladder, and in the middle of the social ladder. So just do what makes you truly happy so that you can live your life to the fullest every day, and you don't have to feel like you need to be negative, because that is the worst feeling. It's the worst feeling to be negative and have somebody notice it. Don't be that person. Stay balanced. Stay cool. I'm out of here. My name is Rich again. By the way, I was excited to be in this video. Hopefully I can be in some more. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will let Lishae do her official outro since this is her channel.
So yes, thank you so much for tuning in. This is my first card reading for other people besides my friends. So let me know if this resonated with you in the comments down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to leave you guys with some affirmations, 3 affirmations for the day. The first one is, I am grateful to be alive and to be called for another day on this earth. And then the second affirmation is, all the people that need to be in our lives will be in our life, and all the people who shouldn't be in our life will not be in our lives. And the last one is, I have faith in myself and I believe in myself all of the time. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Where'd you go? Now you know how I've been living without you. Daydreaming